Alright, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Ruchakadash. Yo, our apostles and elders, at Great Millstone, who rule well, peace, blessing, salutation to the elect, who's pushing his word, throughout the four corners of the earth. I pray, man, I pray to the Lord. This is an edifying lesson, not going to be too long, but I had a quick testimony, because, how I make my shekels, is, doing different type of jobs. I don't really have a set of a set gig where I go to every day. I basically go from different locations and that's how I make my shekels. And that means I could get a different feel of other spirits on Jake. So I'm kind of exposed to different spirits on Jake and different people. And unfortunately, how Job's said he was vexed with the filthy communication. And unfortunately, I had to hear Israelite talk about how he's gonna get ready to eat chitlins and hog mogs. And I'm not trying to be funny, but that's a vexation. And this is real quick on how this is, because it goes into a recipe, and I'm not trying to read that, but it says chitterlings, also known as pig intestines, and hog maws. So, in the so-called in the black community and black culture, this dish here is a delicacy, and it's eaten a lot. And our the Lord put a spirit on our people of rebellion, because a lot of them they're not gonna make it at the end of the day. It says, for those of you that do not, for those of you that do not know what chitterlings or hog mogs are, I'm here to let you in on what they are. Chitterlings are the pig's intestines, and hog mogs are a part of the cow's stomach. So, chitterlings, of course, is part of the pig, and I'm gonna get into the point, prove why it's not something we should eat and should take in as Israelites. It says, now the smell, it is not very pleasant, but the taste is very well worth it. It takes time and patience to prepare this dish. Time preparation is about 5 hours. I'm serving this dish. I clean the chitterlings and hog mogs a day before the same time. So anybody, it takes time to, because the pig, the swine, it has a lot of pesticides in it. Especially if you consume it, you're setting yourself up for failure, and the Lord's liable to judge you for eating that garbage. And the way he said it, he was all like, I know what I'm gonna do. This guy, this grown ass man, he's like, I know what I'm gonna do during the holidays: get drunk as a skunk and eat hog maws and chitlins. Like that's some type of accomplishment or something. He's like, I gotta hide them sometimes, because I just dog them. I just eat them all up. I gotta hide them from myself. And it's sad to see, because 2019, almost 2020, our people aren't hip to, aren't woke, and don't understand that we have a dietary law as a nation, man. And hold on, I was going to get Isaiah, but I'm going to get Leviticus real quick. Because eating this shit, man, gives our people a low, very, very low vibration. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm going to get Leviticus first. It says, Leviticus 11 and 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whoever parteth the hoof and is clove-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or them that divideth the hoof. And the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the coney, because because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So, the hoof is supposed to be divided on that animal. You know, like you see ninja, how they wear those shoes. They're divided, like the toes are divided. That's a pretty much example that I can give. You know, and they're supposed to chew the cud as well. So the pig is eliminated. You're not supposed to eat that. All right. Verse 7: And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be clove-footed, yet the cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. So he doesn't chew the cud, so he's unclean. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. So we're not even supposed to be touching a pig, whether he's dead or alive. You know, it's going to be unclean to us as a nation. You know, I'm going to get Deuteronomy 14 now. Now, I wasn't in that situation being over righteous or being unwise as far as breaking down the dietary law there in that moment to that Jake, because I was being wise. So I just let him be in his ignorance. You know, I didn't really wanted to have any issues with the dude, because you know he probably wouldn't even listen to me anyways. So certain situations that you just let Jake feel the hard way by the Lord, man. It's Deuteronomy 14 and 1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth. Verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, and the roebuck, and the fowler deer, and the wild goat, and the pyragog, and the wild ox, and the chamois, and every beast of that parteth the hoof, and cleaveth the cleft into 2 claws, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney, for they chew the cud, but divided not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean to you. And anybody who's offended, you know, at anybody that's offended that we can't eat pork, you know, the Lord has an issue with you, and he's seeing it fit that you might be put to death for not following these laws and statutes the best as you can. It says, you know, because our people love pork for some damn reason. A lot of it's from during slavery. You know, a lot of it's growing up here in America, being in poverty. But our people pretty much have other options, but they still refuse to use that, and they rather stick with this garbage ass pork, man. And they said it stinks. It smells like shit. It actually is shit. The pig eats shit. The pig eats anything. The pig will eat pretty much person if you give him the chance. He'll eat a damn pretty much whatever you put in front of him. He's like a vacuum, like a animal that's a vacuum. and it's unclean, it's dirty. It's a filthy animal. Now the swine, the pig, isn't pretty much evil, but the Lord had made everything. But the Lord gave us specifics, according to the law, statutes, and commandments. It says, verse 8, in the swine, because it is divided the hoof, yet chewed the cud, it is unclean to you. Unto you, you shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. These ye shall eat of all. These are in the waters. All that have fins and scales, scales shall eat. Ye eat. So even animals in the creatures in the sea, in the water, we're limited to what we can eat as well. So we have a guideline to what we consume as a nation. It says, and whatsoever hath not fins and scales you may not eat. It is unclean unto you. Of all clean birds ye shall eat, but these are they which ye shall not eat: the eagle, and the ossifrage, and the osprey, and the glade, and the kite, and the vulture of his kind, and every raven after every his kind, and the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, the little owl, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the gier eagle, and the cormorant. So these different birds and animals and fishes and four-legged beasts, we're supposed to know what these animals look like, so we can get an understanding of to stay away from them. We should all, you can, and if you don't know what the animal look like, you can Google it. You know what I'm saying? Cause coming to a time where it's information age, this is the information age. So pretty much you should know what a hawk is, hawk, an owl, all that is, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy 14:1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. For thou, I already read that. I'm going to jump, actually. Salaki, I just read that. Tripping. I wanted Isaiah 65. Get the book of Isaiah 65. And 1. Because the book of Hosea say that our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So we're destroyed. A person that's eating shit like that, and proud of it, they're destroyed. They don't have any knowledge. And you're unclean just like that damn beast that you ate, man. Because we're fucking taught that as a child to that shit's okay. And it's not okay, man. Shit ain't cool. It's Isaiah 65:1. I am sought of them that ask not of me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me into a nation that was not called by my name. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. So Jake is a rebellious people now. They're thinking that what they're doing, what they're consuming, what they're eating, what they're cooking is good. That's in their own mind, their own thoughts. They think that is nothing wrong with it, but it's a slow killer. The swine, pork, the other seafoods, the foods that we eat is tailor made for our DNA, our body. We can't eat what all the other nations eat. People have a skewed mind, man, a rebellious mind that they can do anything and don't suffer consequence. It says, verse 3, a people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardeners, and burn incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves, and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things in their vessels, which say, Stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. So this is smoke in the Lord's nose, man. You know, he's upset. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but I will recompense, even recompense into their bosom. Your iniquities and your iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which I burnt incense upon mountains and blasphemy upon me upon the hills. Therefore I measured them former work in their bosom. I'm trying to see. No, that's pretty much it on that. Yeah, that's it. Let's see if I can get it. Because, during the holidays when they like to show out, so to speak. I'm going to show out. I'm going to go crazy in the kitchen. Cooking all damn poison, man, for our people. That's why you all fat. Fucking out of shape, man. Fucking breathing heavy. Can't even run up the stairs without being winded. It's 1 Corinthians 3 and 17. 16. You know not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and the Spirit of the Most High God dwelleth within you. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall the God Most High Yahweh destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. So, I'm gonna keep reading. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in his own craftiness. In a low level, man, the Lord, He knows our people. He knows Jake is wicked. He knows Jake is. You can't tell a nigga nothing, man. And their wisdom of this world, in the so-called black culture, that chitlins is an aphrodisiac. It's a delicacy. It's a good dish to make. Chitlins, having that glazed ham, all this shit because you don't see these other nations doing that. Well, you see some of them. You see, for the most part, though, they don't. I know Ammon and Moab, they eat disgusting shit, but Esau, man, he'll eat some ham, all right, turkey, but our people overdo it. They even overdo it with seasoning. They season it all the way. They put a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, and the things that they make, and that's a detrimental to their body. The scripture just said that your body is a temple. That's why the obesity rate in the nation of Israel is high as hell, because they don't know how to eat properly, and it's a curse unto them. And the Lord, if that guy that I heard say that, the Most High is looking at him right now in disdain and disgust. He got the angels they're contemplating whether to take him out or not. But that's the mindset of our people as a whole that they're stuck in, man. And it's just a vicious cycle. It's going to happen again and then again and again as long as the Lord takes them out of their misery. Because that's the best for them. Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakodash, the honors, the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who will. Peace and blessings. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.